Okay, I got just a plain old strip of, it's just old typing paper, and I'm going to put the first one on, the first one we did on the man roll. And put it in, I kind of put it in the middle of it, which is fine. And then we'll put this into the drive. My spring in there. There we go. And now, I want to get the typing paper in there. About a wrap and a half or so. And take and drag it over the edge of something to curl it. I'll show you what I mean. There. Just take and just hold it and then pull it down. That didn't work so well. Yeah, that's got too much of a radius on it. We need a sharper corner like that. We need a sharper corner here. There we go. And put a little bit of a curl on it, on the paper. It helps to put it in place. And we need some glue. And I'm just using wood glue. Elmer's glue, wood glue, any kind of, white, any type of white glue will work. This bottle is getting just about empty, so. There we go. And put a little dab on the end of it. And then carefully roll that around there. Need a little more glue here. Need a dab more. Come on. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to cut it off right there. Take my razor blade and just cut that off. Put a little more glue on here. And we just kind of push it down and get it to stay. Looks good. Close my glue up. Set it over here. All right, now we got to thread the wire through. And first thing I want to do is line up the needle right over here to this edge. So, oh, we're going the wrong way there, buddy. We got to go that way, which is the bottom. And I don't know if you see it, but the needle is moving that way. And we don't want to get it over here lined up on this edge. Or close to. Right there. That should do it. Now, try to feed the wire through, and it's a kind of a bitch. I wish I would have left it the wire set up, but I didn't, because it is not the easiest thing. It's got to go through the hole over here on the side, because this is actually, I think it's actually thinner than hair. To give you a perspective of the wire size. If you were doing this with a strand of hair, about the same. Now it has to go around the bottom wheel. There's 2 wheels that it has to go around. And then the top wheel. Okay, so far so good. Now, I almost need a magnifying glass because it has to go through the needle now. And it's really tough for me to see. By the time I get it through the needle, it'll fall off the wheels. The needle is a hypodermic needle. I got it started in there. Come on, slide in there, won't you? Let me get the tweezers here. I got it poking out just a little bit, but I can't get a hold of it. Pushed it back in. There we go. Got it. Are we still around the wheels? Wow, we're still around the wheels even. Oh, I see the camera just searching for focus. So that focus isn't working so good, is it? Let me see if I can change that on the fly while I'm going here. Nope. So I'll have to stop here and reset the focus. It's supposed to stay focused in one spot. Right there is where it's supposed to stay focused. I don't know how to run this camera by any means, so And we want enough tension on it to keep it from spooling out when you stop. So now the next spot where it's tough to get through is the hole right here that you got to go through on the coil bobbin. Would help if I could see. I feel like I'm as blind as a bat when it comes to this stuff. Wow, I actually hit it. So now, where we wound this around, we want to wind this around. So now I need my stick for sure to wind it around that peg. It's amazing that, you know, wire this small can carry that charge for a spark to jump across a, you know, 30 or 40 thou gap. And it's just, sometimes it just kind of like amazes me that it can even do that. But it does. It's a mystery. It's a mystery to me. I've got about 4 or 5 wraps around it now. Come on. And then we'll end up soldering it. All right. So I'm going to take and snip that off if I can. Snip it off shorter. And put this down. Put the needle down a ways. Wow. I actually got it threaded, I think. So, that's the hard part. I'm going to get this out of the way. And I'm going to try to get the camera over here to actually give you a shot at this. I guess it's winding. Hopefully it winds. It winds up without breaking. Alright. Try to get that focus spot in the right spot. It should be focusing right there. Alright. So we're going to take off slow here and hopefully start feeding that way. Without breaking the wire. Like that. It broke the wire. Darn it, and it broke it behind the needle too. So that means I get to do that all over again. So got too much pressure on this. On the wheel. You can't have a whole lot of pressure on the wheel, or otherwise that happens. So now I got to take this out and unwind that piece of wire that we wound around the peg. I'll get it back. I'll be back after I rethread. I have to rethread everything. Okay, I put the camera around the back side. I got everything threaded again. I hope I have better luck this time. Slow it down and we'll see. It's going to go that way, which is the bottom hole. That's right. Oh, let's reset my counter. That was probably what, maybe 10? I'll count that as 10, an extra 10. And we're off and running, I hope. Lots of winding to do. Like, not exactly sure how many. And each layer gets a piece of wax paper between it. So I'll need to go get some wax strips cut, same as that typing paper. But we want to go for, I'm looking to see how many wraps it actually calls for. $10,000 turns. Is what we want. A bunch. I bought a big roll of wire, so I've got enough wire to wind more coils than I'll ever need. I already got more coils than I'll ever need. I'm just playing now, basically just trying to do things a little different on each one. Like the primary wire on this one is 28 or 27 instead of 28, just to see what that will do to my spark and my voltage that I need to get it to fire. I need to go get some, I hope I got some wax paper left. If not, I'll have to stop, because there needs to be a piece of wax paper between each one. And it's just basic kitchen wax paper. We're not even at 1,000 wraps yet. We are at 330. And I'm going to write down each layer here, how many wraps I get. And we want to stop just short of the end here, like right there. We want to switch the directions, and then I'm going to go get a piece of wax paper and try to get a piece of wax paper around it, and then I'll be back. Okay, I curled the wax paper up, so now we can go from the underside and slide that under there, I hope. And you want to go under the wire that's coming out of the needle. And then you want, I've got a heater, little heater that I made, and I just want to hit that heat on that wax paper and kind of get it to stick down. I'm going to stick that front edge down so that you can come around. And now I'm going to cut it off. Take the razor blade. And cut it off. Got to make sure I don't reach across and mess up my wire. and pull that around. Just kind of work it around. Just trying to melt it down a little bit. Okay, that should do it. And now we'll head back the other direction here. And we'll take off slow here and just push the needle down a little bit. You don't want to take off quick. Come on. Because you give that wire a yank, and guess what? You start over. Oh, I was going to write that down. 380. 380 wraps. The first layer. Independent, right? Or a pencil. I'll just write it on a piece of paper here. All right. 380 wrap 1. You know, I'll have to get my wax pot out in my vacuum chamber and put it in the vacuum chamber. Once I put it in the battery, little battery housing, that pulls the air out. Oh, and I have to cut some laminate steel yet too. What do they call it? I can't remember what the name. But I took some old transformers and saved the laminations, the cores, lamination core from them, and I just cut them down. And we're just about ready to go cut another piece of wax paper. The piece I cut, one end was fine, the other end was a tad too big, so otherwise I could have got a couple wraps out of that, out of one sheet. And right there is where I'm going to stop. All right, so you see me wrap 2 wraps. Just pretend you seen me do it 20 or 30 more times, because that's what it's going to take. So I'm going to cut away and go cut some more wax paper, do the exact same thing, put it on there, and continue wrapping. So I will come back if I make it to the end. I'll be back later. Much later. Okay, on the last layer, and I figured I'd let you watch it wind. My control here, I got a foot pedal down here to turn it on. And this is the last layer. It'll be 11,000 something, or no, 12,000 something wraps. Actually, 12,360 right there. And I just need to go part way, because that's where the wire, live wire, hot wire is gonna, well, I'm gonna go about 3/4 of the way over. Never broke any wires. Everything went good. On the first one here, the second one I'll do tomorrow. Get them both ready for, that should be good enough right there. And that's where I'm going to leave it. And until tomorrow, then we'll do this one. And then we can put them in the vacuum chamber, both of them. Later.